Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Deep divers, we're out here in the heart of nature, and there's no place I'd rather be than with the birds, bees, leaves, and trees. And a big shout out to everyone who's joined the New Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Deep divers, click the link down below. Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Hadouken, take that good ass energy I'm sending you, deep divers. Look, chosen ones were right. A grand awakening is happening before our eyes. We've got to talk about this, deep divers, and this information is truly going to blow your mind. A lot is happening in the world right now. That's an understatement. Look, I want all of you right now to hit the like button if you support the real. Hit the like button right now, deep divers, if you support the real, because we got to talk about this. If you are watching this video, everything is aligning for you. Trust the process and then kiss the cat down the road. That's good. Now, chosen ones were spot on. Chosen ones were 100% right. Chosen ones called it. A grand awakening is happening before our eyes. It's an exciting time to be living in, deep divers. A monumental time to be living in. A time of great change. And shout out to all the chosen ones on their journey right now. Shout out to all the chosen ones who are going within, because a lot is getting ready to take place on the planet. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So first and foremost, a chosen one is anyone who remembers who they really are. A spiritual being having a human experience, a multi-dimensional being having a human experience. I travel a lot, deep divers, and I walk into people, I bump into people like, oh my gosh, there's another chosen one. And they tell me things like, I ran into a brother who's like, he didn't even know who I was, or who I am. He just said, a grand awakening is upon us. And he said, there's a mass exodus. He said, people are leaving these cities and they want to get connected back to Gaia, to Mother Nature. They want to be around Ralph Smart with the birds, bees, leaves, and trees. They want to change their life from the concrete jungle into the lush tropical rainforest. And I'm like, yeah, chosen ones have been saying that Babylon is falling. The matrix is collapsing. The programs are crashing. Chosen ones were right. A grand awakening is happening before our own very eyes. It's amazing. Now, the industry, the music industry, is crumbling. You've seen what's been happening with Diddy. Now, that's only a sign that that entire system is falling apart. The system which took advantage of the artist, the system which robbed the artist, is coming to an end. And it's all symbolic that an independent way is coming forward. Now it's time for artists to own their masters. Now it's time for artists to own their publishing. A grand awakening is upon us. The chosen ones were right that it's all fake. The media, the news, the entertainment industry, and many people are now waking up and seeing that we've all been lied to. The world that we once thought was true is now looking like a ridiculous cheap set B movie. And people are now piercing the veil of the illusion. They're now going behind the wizard's curtain. And this is unprecedented. It's never happened before. That people in positions of power are now starting to fall from grace because what they were doing was not righteous. They were leading people, misleading people, deceiving people, and now their time is up. Chosen ones were right. That is up for everybody who's been living away from the divine. It's not for everyone who has been turning their back on the truth. Because right now, everything is being exposed. And we're seeing it, that in the US, you've got Diddy, who is being charged. Even in the UK, you had a news reporter, Hugh Edwards, who got caught with images on his phone of underage children. So the one who's reading the news is now in the news as the front story. It's a turning of the tides. It's a change of the guards. That's what's happening right now. The great awakening is upon us, that people are now realizing things aren't always what they seem. A lot of people, they dreamed of being a celebrity, of having the fame and the fortune. Now they're realizing actually it's all fake. The whole industry is fake. Because even with Diddy, when you get caught up in that, none of his friends, you have no friends in the industry. Everyone is as quiet as a church mouse. They've got nothing to say because they don't want to destroy their brand. So they're real quiet right now. But that's just showing you how fake the industry is. You can have all the fame, all the fortune in the world, but you don't have any friends. No one's going to hold you down. And this is now being exposed to the world, that actually the people that we used to be told that, hey, we got to be like them. Actually, we're realizing that they were doing so many devilish things. A grand awakening is upon us. What else? People are saying no to war. War, yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Chosen ones were right. You got to choose peace, not war, because right now, World War III could happen. The reason why I tell you this is because if you're in the Matrix, did you see what Israel did to Lebanon with the walkie-talkies, with the pages? Now, conflicts are brewing, storms are brewing in the Middle East. You got Israel, you got Lebanon, you got Iran, and let's not forget about Russia and Ukraine. Another war there. Let's not forget about China. Why am I telling you this? Is that chosen ones were right, that there is going to be an apocalyptic battle. Even Albert Pike, the Freemason, was talking about how the last war would be World War III. We've got to remind ourselves that we've got to protect our energy right now more than ever, because a grand awakening is upon us, that if you're in the Matrix, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Because a lot of people, the only language they know is bloodshed. And that's the reason why a lot of chosen ones, it's a mass exodus. They're leaving places which aren't serving them. If it's not helping them evolve, it's a distraction. Chosen ones were right. Deep divers, a grand awakening is upon us. It's happening right before our own eyes. People are now realizing we've got to honor people. It's not about technology, the latest iPhone. It's about realizing we are more valuable than the devices. Because sometimes you walk around and you see people doing this. They're worshiping their phone. And chosen ones are saying, you know what? If you go down that road, you're going to be led into the metaverse. And that's the reason why a grand awakening is happening. A lot of people are saying, you know what? Let me switch off that phone. You know what? There's no Wi-Fi out here, but I swear, I feel 10 million times better. How come I feel happier without my phone? Slow motion this side. How come I feel happier when I'm not doom scrolling? How come I feel happier when I'm not comparing myself to other people on social media? Chosen ones were right. Take a break from your phone. Take a break from TikTok. Take a break from X or Twitter. Take a break from Instagram. Take a break and connect with yourself, because the only way out is in. Chosen ones were right. A grand awakening is upon us. You've been divided. I told you that there's a lot of talk of immigration, and there's a lot of talk of riots happening all around the world because of immigrants coming into people's countries. And then there's a kind of war. There's riots, there's protests and all of that. But all of that has been done. It's been orchestrated, because to rule a population, you have to divide a population, and it's divide and rule. And many people are now waking up to this, to say, actually, it's one humanity. Everyone bleeds red. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, Chinese or Hindu. People are now connecting back to their humanity. And that's the reason why it's up for the inorganic ones. That's the reason why a beautiful world is emerging, because many people are saying, you know what? Whose world is this? The world is yours. Shout out to Nas, right? The world is yours. The world is yours. Democrat, Republican. People are now waking up to realize that actually it's two sides of the same coin. Trump, Kamala is two sides of the same coin. You're being played, and people are now voting for themselves. People are now realizing we are the ones we are waiting for. People are now realizing, actually, how come none of these leaders have told me about meditation? How come none of these so-called leaders tell me about what foods I should eat to eat healthier and be healthier? But they bicker amongst each other and against each other, because it's all a script. Like Shakespeare told you, the whole world is a stage. Chosen ones were right. A grand awakening is happening right before our eyes. There are so many people right now who want to be connected back to Mother Nature, and who are coming back to Mother Nature. They're planting their feet. They're growing their own fruits and vegetables. I met a great sister the other day who said, you know what? I'm homeschooling my children. It made me smile. Chosen ones were right. A lot of people are detaching from the matrix. They're detaching from the system, because they realize it was built on a house of cards and is coming down. The food you eat is fake. The news you watch is fake. Even the money in your pocket, you don't have money. You have a digital ID. It's all been designed to control you and make you live in a 15-minute city. People are now waking up, and they're breaking free, and they're screaming more freedom. They're screaming more truth. They're screaming more us. Chosen ones were right. If you wake up and you say MTL, this is a confirmation. The grand awakening is happening before your own eyes. MTL means more to life. We are the only species that pays to live and eat, yet we're supposed to be the most intelligent. Let me repeat that. We're the only species that pays to live and eat, yet we're supposed to be the most intelligent. People are now waking up to say, actually, abundance is our natural state. And this is the reason why, forget what they tell you that the world is heading to a bad place. No, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you can realize that the world is moving into a beautiful place, and a powerful, powerful awakening is upon us. There is a 3D, 5D split happening. A lot of people are going to be stuck in the 3D. They're going to be stuck in war, stuck in gossip, stuck in drama. In the 5D, you focus on yourself. You build the community. You let love guide you and not fear. There's nothing to be afraid when you are knowing who you really are. And chosen ones were right. Life is all about knowing who you really are. Focus on yourself. I don't talk about celebrities. You know why? Because we are the celebrities. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's take back the power. And then just say, Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Deep divers, I want all of you right now to hit the like button if you support The Real and share this video. Once again, hit the like button right now if you support The Real and share this video. Let's breathe. Whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Go and get the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart, on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book, The Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version, and the latest new book, The Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/the book, The Secret Recipe to Becoming Your Greatest Version. And go and get the good ass prana shirts, deep divers, all new designs you're gonna love. For men, women, children, even cats down the road at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help you become your greatest version, make sure you book it at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. Deep divers, the old world is coming to an end because it was built on lies. And a new world is beginning because it's built on truth. Slow motion this side. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, hit the like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit the like button right now if you support The Real, and leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how this video inspired you. Shout out to all the chosen ones. Peace.